No, little girl.
But when he is on the field, at every level he's ever played, he's just got a calm.
Little
And
girl.
that calm comes with the trusting of talent that he has in himself. He knows how to run. He knows how to throw. And when he's available, he's still a difference maker.
And they get him down after a solid gain up to the 31. First down play, nets him 5.
You know, she's the one about your foot.
Staying on the ground with 4. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's into the hands of Moore. And he's tackled for a short gain. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Watson. He got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Man, this is a tough ask of your defense.
Hey, little girl.
Early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble
Hey,
away.
stop it.
Critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
You ready to go night-night?
Packers offense getting set for their first drive.
She's like that. She's
Someone
like
who wowed last year in his first chance as a starter, Jordan Love.
It took Jordan Love a little while for him to get his chance to start
What?
in the
I want to
NFL.
get my thing to school so I can
Rodgers
see.
for a number of years, but guess what? Watch Brett, and it paid huge dividends. And it sure looks like Jordan Love, to start his career, is doing the same. He didn't just watch Aaron Rodgers. He worked on his game. He developed his game over 3 years. And when he got his chance, he sure looked like a young star at the position.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, He's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Love out of the shotgun. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up third down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down at the 30. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Thrown on first down, Love. Throw left side, complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Handoff here to Jacobs. And he pushes it further into the red zone, down inside the 15. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Going run again with Jacobs. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Given 3 yards, that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical.
And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. For the offense, you got to love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
They'll set up here for the point after. And this kick was just mishit. It is wide left and no good. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Ford. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here's 2nd and 7. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that.
And the Packers are there. He's hauled down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Packers will take over possession. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Takes the handoff, now Love. Toward Dobbs, but it's intercepted. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Browns will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. Well, it's a position you expect interceptions from, Brock, but not a lot of them come easier than that for a cornerback. His teammate makes the hit as the QB tries to throw it, and it really affected how that one came out.
Yeah, that corner's going to get that pick under his stat column individually, but that was a collective effort. It was all about the pass rush. And those great corners, they know it. They know it takes everybody. The guys up front doing their job, and when the ball falls harmlessly in his hands like that, well, he does his job to finish with the INT.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Another one for Ford. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. Looks like a... And now they've got 3rd and 10.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he can't escape. The Packers drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They'll punt another one away. Corey Bajorquez returning to the field. Keyshawn Nixon returning this for the Packers. Brings it in at the 12. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. So second down coming up.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing his love on third. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw, here's Love. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first and 10, here's Love. Escapes the pocket. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not an interception, only an incompletion. So they get it back. Second down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he gets back to the line, but no more. No gain on the play. That brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Love from the gun. Headed out right. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Watson. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball. Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss. You know, he's not going to be happy the catch was almost made, but he's going to be thrilled that he broke it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Let that other guy know he just roughed him up and lost a big catch.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Takes this in at the 25. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Shotgun now for Love. He loves side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down.
I mean, you can see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
This is on target to Christian Watson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Flushed out of the pocket. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need...
So the red challenge flag has hit the field. Matt LaFleur wants to see this again.
Previous play is under review.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review
All
the
right,
play,
so that challenge is
ruling on the field
unsuccessful, but
stands.
still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Loves to throw again. This finds Dobbs. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Reed's got it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers make it a 12-point game in the 1st. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Lining up now to try the extra point. And the extra point is up, and it is good. So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Browns getting their offense out there. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, Well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
From the gun, it's Ford. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
From the gun, Watson. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to Cleveland Browns Stadium after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at 3rd and 6 here. First throw for the backup now. And the Packers are there. He's hauled down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Corey Bajorquez on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Ball taken in at the 36. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be their football. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Lloyd on the shotgun handoff. And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line.
Hey, Kate, you were out there with me on the West Coast, and I was spoiled and you were spoiled. When we watch that Legion of Boom, we watch 2 of the best safeties in the game, Cam and Earl, bringing the pain, bringing the heat, bringing tackles just like that for significant losses.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Willis to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Now we'll try a deep shot down the left side. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, partner, as they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Wait. Ready? Wait.
Here's Foreman running right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Here's 2nd and 14. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
3rd and long for him here. And he can't escape. The Packers drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Awareness. That's what I call it, okay? Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. 3rd and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
The Browns are lining up to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. Out now runs the Packer offense. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Willis now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
To the air, 3rd and long. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. It's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
He's trying to go deep again. It is caught at the 20. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Returnable from the 1. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead.
Ready. Wait,
Foreman takes it straight ahead. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And the Packers are there. He's hauled down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference, they pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort, getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they're going to take over possession. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Lloyd running dead ahead. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers continue dominating in our opening half. Marshawn Lloyd with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Return coming from the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
Ready? Let me go.
Foreman running to the right. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Thrash hauls it in. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Wait, got it.
Throwing is Winston. On the move, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Browns are lined up to punt. And this is going to put them up to 6 punts today. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Packers will take over possession. They're set up at the 35 now. To throw, here's Willis. Forced out to his right. And that catch is made down the right sideline. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Play action on 1st down. Gets everything he has under this throw. He makes the catch. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers ballooning the first half lead even further. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Now we'll see them try the point after. And the kick is good.
Makes the score Packers 44, Browns nothing.
Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready. Play that.
They send a receiver in motion right. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Ready to go.
Here's Winston. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the fumble recovery is made.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
this offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the 1st half, but hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball, when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit.
And they get to him again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Here's Willis. Buys time, rolling right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Winston looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Ready, we go.
It's a handoff here to Foreman. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Flush down now to... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half, and you better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
They'll punt another one away. Corey Bajorquez returning to the field. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there in some pretty obvious discomfort being worked on. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Willis. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
Here's one left side. He's got it. Complete pass. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Handoff here to Lloyd. Has a lane inside the 25. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers running away with it in the 2nd quarter. Marshawn Lloyd with the touchdown. This was a clear passing down, Brock, and the run surprised all of us, and there it goes for a touchdown.
That's well said. Rewarded for going against the grain. Common sense analytics tell you throw it, but the surprise paid dividends.
PAT effort coming up. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Starting at the 10. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here comes their offense out again. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready to go.
Winston now. Quick hitter complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Now, following that play, we have somebody shaken up. And, man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
Here's Corey Bajorquez now to punt this away. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. The Packers and Marshawn Lloyd ready to take over once again. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Throwing is Willis. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
2nd and 10 now. And he finds a seam down the middle, complete. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. And the extra point is up, and it is good. Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Fielded at the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. Their offense running back out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Wait, hold up.
Winston rifles it, and it's caught. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 3 now.
Oh, I got 2 watching now.
From the 32.
Yep.
He's got it, room to run. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Working quickly here.
What?
Shotgun now.
I got 2 watching.
Down.
Oh!
And he can't escape. The Packers drop it.
The guy's watching your stream.
And the defense
Huh?
comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
What you said?
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm.
Now I got 3 watching.
Build up this lead. This offense is not going to offer a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Takes it in at the 26. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. The Packers and Malik Willis ready for this next possession. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Here's Willis to the air. He's on the move. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And he'll take this up to around the 29-yard line. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. All right, Brock, getting a look now at their draft class from this year, and some haters on the outside for this class, but I know inside the building, they're real excited about this group.
You know, one thing, Kate, I've learned, meeting scouts out on the road, especially on the college level, I'll talk to them, they'll say, different organizations, like, yep, this guy's a Raven. Yep, this guy's a Seahawk. Yep, this guy just fits who we are. The elite programs, they don't care about the noise on the outside. When they see a fit to their team and their organization, they go get them. And that's what I see in this draft class.
In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed. They'll watch the second half with the shoulder pads off. But plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Kate Scott. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a great return has the offense just a touch shy of midfield as they start this drive. The Packers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers. They go play action here. Got it. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
And his aim was off there. He hits the left upright, and it's no good. So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. They go play action on first. He put everything he had into this one. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. And the Packers have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
TJ.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field.
To run their offense back out there. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel.
TJ.
In what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous. Right? I know on a golf course you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger, he's made it look easy.
A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
They'll go from the gun with Lloyd. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Willis to throw it. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Browns and Jameis Winston ready to go once again on offense. And there's a couple of moments we're seeing here that I think he's not going to want to be reminded of after this game. Turnovers have just interrupted his performance in this one. Made it really tough for him and this team to get into and stay in any kind of rhythm. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready. Let him go.
This is Foreman. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And the Packers are there. He's hauled down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those moments that I am just at a loss for words. We just saw a record-tying 12th sack in this ball game. And it really is on 2 sides of it. On one side of it offensively, well, this has been impossible to block these guys. But, Kate, I have got to celebrate what we're seeing defensively. Just the 6th team in the history of this game to notch 12 sacks in one ball game.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Winston to throw it. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Hey, Kate, it's time to add some players and some names and a team to the all-time record list. It used to read 12 when it comes to sacks, accomplished 5 times. But you know what we just witnessed? We just witnessed the 13th sack of this game in NFL history. This group has lived behind the other side of the line all game long, and now they will live in their record books right now.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He beams one, deep right side. Brought in, inside the 20. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. And the kick is good.
Makes the score Packers 67, Browns nothing.
So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Now this offense getting set to work here. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready. Wait, hold up. Let him go.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D-tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bad when you can defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Buying some time. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Ready.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile.
Wait.
Throwing is Winston. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
An individual player taking over a drive isn't limited to just skilled players on the offense. If a defender gets in a groove like this, he can wreck a drive single-handedly with his pass rush. That is back-to-back sacks for him now. And it sure seems like whatever move he's throwing out there, it's working.
They're out now, ready to punt it. It'll be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. He gets it out of there, and this has some distance. And he'll haul in this punt. Fair catch made at the 45-yard line. So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. To throw, here's Willis. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
He puts everything behind. He's got it inside the 10. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. And that is his 4th touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers, and it's been done less than 50 times in league history. They'll try this extra point. And he sends the point after right through the uprights.
Score, Packers 74, Browns nothing.
So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The offense headed back to the field. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Ready. Let me go.
Here's Winston to the air. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Packers pick it up. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Packers capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D linemen a lot, quickness, right? It's usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
Setting up to try the point after. And the extra point is up, and it is good. So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Back out runs their offense. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go.
Ready.
They'll start this series with an option left. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Had to be a missed assignment somewhere on that play, and the QB capitalizes with an excellent gain. There's got to be an adjustment made, so even when the QB keeps it himself on the read option, that gain is minimized.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ready. Wait, hold up.
Sticking with Foreman here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let it's giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. To throw, here's Winston. Foreman there to haul it in. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
To the left side, and it is caught. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. Foreman running between the tackles. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ready. Hey, stop. Let him go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down. Here's Winston. And he can't escape. The Packers drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Dustin Hopkins is going to try this Browns field goal. It's a 38-yard look here. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Has this at the 6. Great vision, gets him across midfield. I don't think they're going to catch him. Touchdown! He takes the kick all the way back for 6. The advent of a new style of kickoff in 2024 created all sorts of new strategies to generate big returns. And Brock, here we see their own design executed to perfection to spring them for 6.
Yeah, I don't know if we've seen a rule change that has invigorated special teams coaches, head coaches, all the coaches, as much as this one did this offseason, each looking for their own wrinkle to try to throw in there and do what we just saw, break it the length of the field for 6 big points.
So now after his 2nd missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now outruns their offense to take over. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Running it here with Foreman. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Winston now. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
So out now comes the punter. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Play action on 1st down. He rolls to his right. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
You know, I don't mind taking that risk, especially on early downs. You try to shot downfield, it doesn't work. But, Kate, the good news, you've got 2 more downs to try to find a 1st.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Willis. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
He's trying to push the field. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
I think it's fair to say, in the eye in the sky deadline, without that ball being tipped, we were looking at a big game. A missed opportunity to push their offense, and a great play on the other side to deny the throw.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Oh, they're going for this. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on fourth down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares